blessings. Happy Thursday. Feliz Juarez. Como te ve? How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Team Angie. I'm team member Aaron Glenn, private personal consultant, also advocate for mental health awareness as well. And I like to put positive vibes out into the universe on my channel. By doing so, I read daily word of inspiration each day of the month, each month of the year, from a book called Enjoying Peace in His Presence. This is the motivational word for today of January the 29th, 2026. Keep your focus on me. I have gifted you with amazing freedom, including the ability to choose the focal point of your mind. Only the crown of my creation has such remarkable capability. This is a sign of being made in my image. Let the goal of this day be to bring every thought captive to me. Whenever your mind wanders, lasso those thoughts and bring them into my presence. In my radiant light, anxious thoughts shrink and shrivel away. Judgmental thoughts are unmasked as your bask in my unconditional love. Confused ideas are untangled. While you rest in my simplicity and the simplicity of my peace, I will guard you and keep you in constant peace as you focus your mind on me. And this was inspired by the book of Psalms, chapter 8, verse 5, Genesis, chapter 1, verse 26 through 27, the book of Second Corinthians, chapter 10, verse 5, and also, last but never the least, the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, verse 3. That is the word for today. Before we get into this video, the topic of the day. Let me adjust my lighting just a little bit. My battery really low. I'm not sure how much time I got. Cool. The Great Reset happening really soon. We hear talks about, well, I don't know what people here talks about. My mind and focus usually be on finances as far as the news goes. I like to focus on where the money moves and how the money is moving. They just dropped like 5 hours ago an article about baby checks, trunk checks. If you heard about it, if you haven't heard about it, babies being born since last year, January 1st until 2028, they'll be receiving $1,000 checks for babies being born. I think it's called for some type of income, right? What up, um, Doodle Butt 19 and Dro Blocks Return. That's a pretty long name, dog. But what up? Peace and blessings. Thanks for tuning in. So I want to share with y'all this article really quick that just dropped so y'all can know if you have babies now until the 28th, if you want to be a part of this $1,000 checks that they giving out, and also how you could take advantage of the possible shutdown happening this weekend, what you could do to stay above waters, to stay afloat, and the things to look. It's gonna take a little bit to look. Um, 57 minutes ago by Mark Anthony. You can find this on msn.com. And this is called the One Big Beautiful Bill. Big banks jumped $1,000 matches for employee kids. That's what they call it. The One Big the Trump accounts a new kind of individual savings account for children under 18 who have a current social security number. So even kids that's already like under 18 or under, they'll get like $5,000. So yeah, they'll get like $5,000. What up, Darius? Panzeroo? Peace and blessings. So let me finish this article really quick. Children under 18 who have a current Social Security number. This program comes under the Working Families Tax Cut. U.S. citizens born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028 will receive a $1,000 donation per the IRS. A growing number of financial institutions offer these savings accounts to their employees. Recently, a Bank of America and JP Morgan announced that they would match the $1,000 government deposits for Trump accounts of the children of their employees. So this sounds like some jobs will be opening. Our announcement to support and complement this new federal program for our teammates is one of the many ways we continue investing in our teammates and reinforce our commitment to being a great place to work. BOAF said an opportunity to build long-term financial security for themselves and their families. It strengthens our company and the communities we serve. We applaud the federal government is providing initiatives, solutions for employees and families to plan for their future, and we welcome the opportunity to participate, it added. For business reported, Fox Business reported that 165,000 employees are set to profit from the initiative. Payroll deductions allow employees who have contributions. Low-cost U.S. stock index funds will be used to invest in the money in these accounts. A completely funded account might be worth 1.9 million by the age of 28, according to the Treasury Department. While individuals who don't make any more payments will end up between 3,000 and 13,000 over the course of 18 years if you sign your children up. More than 190,000 employees of JP Morgan are set to benefit from the program. It's my guess. And this is for employees or something like that. Brandon Abbott, what up? So yeah, that's what'll be going on pretty soon. But the thing is, right, if the government shut down, they'll be forced to do universal income. And also, it's kind of tricky, right? Because if you think about it, the big play for the government, especially with the ICE situation going on, and a lot of this is alleged as well. Hold on, really.
Personal journey overcoming anxiety. Anxiety weighing heavy? Lighten the load with our support. This course set me on the path to success. Don't wait. Begin your journey today.
Trying to make sure the code be really affecting my technology. Sometimes it work right, sometimes it don't. Like it said, it was fully charged when I just hopped on here, but it's not. What up, Brandy Marshall? Peace and blessings. Thanks for tuning in. For those of you looking for passive income online, live mentorship, I offer a free blueprint. I drop newsletters every week, Sunday to be exact. Also blogs for to manage stress and anxiety, 7 days a week. Actionable steps and tips to tools to use to manage that. You just join my email list down below newsletter along with the blueprint. The blueprint for you to go step by step to make money online, passive income online, master resale right products, four streams of income, pay as you go, earn as you learn, earn while you learn programs available. Just hop in my blueprint. Get your blueprint, hop in my email list, and you receive those items. But let's get back to this universal income that'll be going up pretty soon. If and when the government shut down and beyond. David Solomon, the CEO of Goldman Sachs, also got $50 and you want to make this is an ETF that pays pretty good, I think monthly. But anyway, I digress. Goldman Sachs expressed his support during a White House roundabout table in June, launching on July 4th, 2026. The Treasury funded accounts will be available to all citizens of the United States born between January 1st, 2025 and December 31st, 2028. So in the next few months, they'll be loading those accounts July 4th of this year. Parents can contribute up to $5,000 each year, although many semi yet a part of Trump's plan to give Americans financial assistance during his second term. Michael and Susan Dale contributed 250 to the account of 25 million American children aged 10 under who were born before January 1st, 2025, with the median income of 150,000 or less. When they promised 6.25 billion to the Trump accounts project in December, Ray Dalio, chief investment officer of Bridgewaters, also invested intends to provide 200 accounts for Connecticut curable cyanotic backgrounds. I'm not sure what that means, cyanotic backgrounds. It's a pretty big word. I guess we can't hear that yet. See, like I was talking about with the code, it is of technology. But anyway, the best thing for you to do to prepare for this situation is to invest. And this is not financial advice, but one thing I see happening is crypto going up. February probably being its all-time high for a few different cryptocurrencies and all stocks and ETFs. They might explode. They might do a really good the February. I guess we still loading. Yeah, we still loading. I got a few tabs though too. I got as far as income come, I work on different projects at a time. Some of them y'all know about, some of them y'all don't. But the majority of the ones that y'all do, you could easily be a part of the situation.
Term
All right, let me try to play this back.
generations. Intel said it will match the Trump Accounts program. The program allows parents to open tax advantage investment accounts for children, with employer matches excluded from taxable income. Intel joins several major financial firms backing the initiative, which aims to boost long-term wealth building for future generations.
So that's mainly so for people who are employed. The job markets has been crazy. It's been crashing since the end of last year. What they say unemployed or let offs. I don't know how to really say it in a professional term as far as people being let go. But anyway, it was over like 500,000 people from different industries across the working force just last year. So my guess is that of course, they're always innovating in different places, but they're going to be opening up new jobs, going to be providing um, initiatives for the children that was born last year and to the next 3 years, not the next 2 years, if you want to put them on universal income. If not, then you'll be one of the ones hearing about once income tax do come out, how you should have invested before the end of February during the shutdown, during everything that's going on, because hysteria going on. People are going to be worried about how they're going to pay for their bills. They're going to be worried about how they're going to feed their children. They're going to be worried about things that's necessary to buy, is the essentials that people need to get by. And with that being said, people are not going to really be seeing clear on opportunities that are present and presenting themselves to be in position to not be stressed about finances and or the future. Everything is going digital nowadays. A lot of things are with this new announcement. I believe that now they're going to start situations to where you can purchase more things with cryptocurrency. Stable coins being the number one that they might start using first. A stable coin is similar to a US dollar, meaning whatever that dollar amount it doesn't change on a stable coin. So if you put $10 in, it's just going to be $10 stable coin, etc. That's what that means, and that's what that's about. But the thing about that, how to come up with that, smaller coins, not stable coins that goes up in value or go down. Those would be the ones that help you double up your stable coins so that you can have a nice little amount. What I like to use is Robinhood. They have prediction markets, meaning you can bet on different little things to come up. If you're not really good with the markets or not used to the markets, this would be another way for you to make money on one platform. Um, I put the link in my bio on my YouTube. You just scroll down. I believe Bitcoin might hit like 150,000 by the end of February. I'm not saying to buy Bitcoin or anything, but usually when Bitcoin go up, every other coin under it comes up as well. XRP, Ripple, a few. Let me just show y'all what I invest in. Actually, be a part of this or not. If you wanna copy my portfolio, what I mean. But I gain every month. I gain every week, and I just gained twice today from off the predictions. All right, we loading up. I'm finna show you now. All right, so yeah, can you see it? No, not yet. Let me pull the screen up. This it right here. If you look all the way to this corner over there, and that's my way right here. These are my stocks. These two pay dividends. So this money you don't really have to touch. You could just let that grow. While the other money, like in my cryptos, they move up and down throughout the day. But let me show you, like these really cheap. You can use that $5, buy whatever, want your money, sell land, sell it, and then buy you some Trinesso, which is materials. Trinesso, let me go back and show you. My God. Yeah, it's starting to trip a little bit because it's cold. All right. So Trinesso engages in the manufacture and sale of plastics and latex binders. It operates through the following segments: engineered materials, latex binders, base plastics, polystyrene, feedstocks, and America's Trinet. I don't pronounce that. But this is a company out in India, and they pay 8% dividends off of 40 cent. Of course, they like 43 cent now, 46. So imagine making money off 50 cent. You just say 50 cent, or at least $1. You got two shares, and off that $1 is making you money every month, every year from just sitting there. It's just like if you got 4 quarters sitting on your desk or under your couch. It'll be doing something if you put it here and just let it sit there and let it start working. And every month it'll pay you 8% dividends. It's like 8 cent off your dollar, probably a little bit more. It's like 8 to 16 cent off the dollar. So $1 making money is pretty decent, right? And then imagine that $1 making money 16 times or 13 times. Like I have 13 shares, so I get paid 13 times off of that 40 cent. All I do is take all that extra money more, depending on how much it rolls or how much it drops. Because what I like to do is check the. It's pretty low right now. The 52-week low, the lowest price that it went throughout the year was 43 cent, and as you can see, it's already 6 cent above its all-time low, and it has $5, basically $6 to grow. So like $5 and about like $5.67 13 times if it reaches its all-time high by the end of the year. By the time it's time to put all your profits back into the situation. So if it go up $5 13 times, you could just do the math. That's $60. Like 60, a little bit more, a little bit over $60. That's if it hit his autos. But off invested, you make $60. That's 100% profit. $6 plus 100. I mean, not 100, 60. It's a 60% profit. My numbers could be off a little bit, but 60. If you got $60 and then you take away six, that's 10% off of 60. So you might as well say 60% profit. And that's just from $6 sitting right in your account for the rest of the year. Even if it go up $4, $45 off of $6. And then with that 45, I'll just take that and spend half of that getting more shares. And it's just one thing. This on my investment account, but I had the same thing going on in my retirement account. The exact same situation. So it's like double of the bubble, right? That's 120 off of $12 instead of $60. But this is one strategy. I have another stock that I was showing y'all, and that paid a little bit less. But I'm more in profit on that one because I bought in a little cheaper and it rose up pretty high. And this one is out in Brazil. So they got something on here that I wanted to show y'all, but it don't show on this device. It shows on my phone. I couldn't think of what it was until I seen it last night. It usually be like right at the top here, it say ADR, something like that. It's a certificate that you hold 2 or 3 cents every month for holding overseas fees or something like that. So we up like 60 cents on here because we only got two, but it went up way much. I tried to buy three, but it is what it is now. And they pay. This is another material company because they use materials throughout the year. So why not have a company that's going to be useful throughout the year? Just like a shovel, right? I wouldn't invest in shovels because a shovel is only used if you even have a sweet winter, right? So that's not something that I invest in unless I'm knowing or something telling me it's going to be a season where this is really in demand type of situation. But rather than that, if I'm going to do something all year, I'm going to invest in something that's used all year, like food, materials, metals, plastics, different stuff like that. This company here, Compañía City Raga, National engages in a integrated steel. It's a lot to. It operates through the following segments: steel, mining, cement, logistics, and energy. This company's been around since 1913 in Sao Paulo, Brazil, and they pay 5.69% in dividends, which is pretty decent too. That's like 7 cents off the buck. So I get that like 2.5 times because I almost got three shares. I don't know if they pay for a partial share, but I doubt it. Obviously, on what happened, what I did on Sunday. But yeah, this is, and then of course you cryptos. If you want to see the crypto, the way that I do cryptos is like I buy a whole bunch. Like I got like 11 million. If you spend $100, you could get like 22 million, maybe 20 million. But anyway, we lowered the price on this because I sold some to double up a little bit, and I'll show y'all what I did. as much. So you can see the events and contracts like I just spent on do they show it? No, they ain't gonna show it. But they ain't showing on here either because this little bit changed still left transferring or whatever. I just bought like $35 worth of predictions. And that $35 gonna bring me $74. So that's cool. That's how that work. What up, silly Nelly, Billy Bunkins? Why your belly round, huh? Not sure about that. If it was any other shape, you'd probably be on normal, right? Should be round. You're normal, pretty straight and decent. Now, if you want it to be toned up a little bit, I encourage you to work out, watch some workout videos, something like that. But yeah, this is it for now. I highly encourage you all to put yourself in position so when these moves take off, you don't be left behind. Just like with Bitcoin, right? The great wealth transfer, things are being moved around. And action, you're not, man, I'm just not seeing some of these. But yeah, I appreciate y'all for tuning in too. All of the new subscribers, if you're new to my channel, I encourage you. And I ask of you to help support me by subscribing, join my email list.
Personal journey overcoming anxiety. Anxiety weighing heavy, lighten the load with our support. This course set me on the path to success. Don't wait. Begin your journey today.